Diary of a Personal Brand, illuminating pages of possibility. Today we're joined by a special guest. She's appeared on the international stage, sparked conversations that linger long after she's left the room, and even had the professionals at the Institute of Chartered Accountants Scotland deep in thought. Now she's here, unusual and unexpected, with a powerful message to share. And that's exactly why you don't want to miss this.
It's the power of me, motivated expression.
One of the items I promised on this podcast was an opportunity to eavesdrop on some of the conversations that I have along the way. And so today I am super excited to introduce my guest. Now, this guest is probably a little bit unusual and not who you would expect to come and sit with me. But I urge you to listen as I tell their story, because they have important lessons for us to take hold of. So I want to introduce to you my friend, Mrs. Potato Head. We first made our acquaintance in 2020 when we were in the lockdown. And the moment it was that I saw her, I knew that she had stuff to share with us that was vital for our growth and development along the way. And I know that you're probably thinking, what on earth could this plastic doll have to share? Well, Mrs. Potato Head and her family started in the 1950s when there was this great idea of creating stick pin things to stick into potatoes so children could create their own toys. And so this went really well until mothers were complaining about rotten potatoes in their houses. And so the whole plastic toy was then created. And the whole concept is that you have a potato and you put things on to make it into something. So I want to say that, isn't that what we do? We put on roles and titles to determine who it is that we are. If somebody asks you, who are you? Your first thoughts are probably the role it is that you are playing, the role you used to play, the title it is that you hold, and then you determine that that's who it is that you are. I want to say to you, actually, no, it's not. Those are simply the things that you put on to the potato to make it into a character. And the real crux of everything is actually the potato. So you might be there wanting to be a better parent, a better friend, a better CEO, a better leader, employee, entrepreneur, whatever it is, that you want to be a better one of those. And that's great. And of course, you need to strive to go to new levels and to new heights. But in very real terms, if you improve the potato, you now automatically improve in the other areas. And so I want to say to you, you actually want to be a better potato. I'm going to that sit with you for a moment. Yeah, I bet you didn't wake up this morning thinking, yes, I want to be a better potato. But it's stripping back the layers of titles, of roles, and actually saying, who am I? It's a bit like standing in front of the mirror right now, naked, with no trappings to say, oh yes, I can make it look like this, or I can hide behind this. You're standing there and this is all you see. Where is the improvement required in this? Because then you have got your base sorted. Your base is refined, it has been improved, and you can now put on the various layers to be whoever it is that you are choosing to be in those roles that you play under those titles. I'm going to put her back together again, so that you see the move from potato to whatever it is for you, because it's important for you to recognize that actually I am more than the titles and the roles that I play. That's not who it is that I am. That's what it is that I do. And there's that adage that says that we are human beings, not human doings. So who are you being? Because that's where the real magic lies. So that whole element of the potato is being looked after. And it's more than just self-care, like I need to rest or eat well. It's recognizing the strengths and the weaknesses, all of the elements that make you you. I have a word, flawsome, which means that you are awesome with flavour. And the flavour are the quirks, are the things that maybe aren't as put together as you'd like them to be. But that doesn't mean that they are flaws to ignore, to put one side, to try and pretend that they don't exist. Because there are some of our weaknesses that will always be weaknesses. And the weakness, I think, is less about them being a weakness and more about we either pretending that they don't exist or spending lots of time and energy trying to perfect them. What happens if they never become any more than what it is that they are? That's actually okay, because the moment it is that you know it, you can make provisions to navigate it. So that is a weakness. Okay, right. What do I need to support, or tools or systems to help me to use that area effectively? Because it's all part of the beautiful makeup that's you. That Mrs. Potato Head, you see, had, oops, I've lost her other arm. Oops, a daisy. Yes, sometimes there are disabilities. But that whole element that Mrs. Potato Head shows us, that we put things on to change who it is that we are, or how it is that we show up in the world. Stop doing that and recognize, okay, this is the potato, right? And I'm good with that, because that's the key as well, to actually be good with who it is that you are, and then bring all of you to the roles that you play and the titles that you hold, because that is quite literally the stuff that sets you apart. And the other thing that's really a great thing about Mrs. Potato Head is that she's got a compartment in the back that when you open it, that you can store things. And I'm convinced that for all of us, we've got stuff that is stored on the inside of us that in many ways is hidden away from us. You know, that skill that you developed, that talent that you've got, those courses that you did, there is that whole skill set, that richness that you've hidden away, not necessarily deliberately, but you've hidden away and you've forgotten about it. I want to challenge you, oops, Daisy, to not do that. But I want to challenge you to be more potato. Identify exactly, who am I? If I'm standing naked in the mirror and I look into the mirror, what do I see? And I'm not talking about the physical attributes. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see somebody that's vibrant? Do you see someone that's energized, that is excited about life? What do you see? And look at how it is you can harness that and be an improved potato, because you know who you are and what it is you're bringing to the table, so that just like Mrs. Potato Head, you can put on other things, roles, and add titles, all the while knowing that my potato has got this. So I want to say thank you to my guest, Mrs. Potato Head, for joining us and for sharing some valuable lessons with us. Now, what I want to say to you is go and be more potato.
It's the power of me, motivated expression.